What's up, Ranch Nation? It's your boy Silver Ranch. You're back for another Ranch reaction. And I'm making sure everything is working before I start and do something stupid. Yeah, I got a suggestion that I've been meaning to get around to for so long. This is probably the one that I've been getting the longest. About a month ago, right around when I dropped Anti-Villain, got suggestions from Spheno Discus and 3 I'm sorry, Neon, I'm sorry. 3 by Neon XL for Boy in the Background by Stephanafro. I really don't know what to expect. Stephanafro is someone who's worked with Ivy Comb for a while. Or at least it sounds like they've worked together for a while. I don't really know what to expect here. I haven't ever listened to anything with just Steven on his own, so let's kind of see what happens. I'm super excited. I want to thank you all for giving the suggestion. When you do get suggestions, I do my best to try to get to them, and if I forget them, make sure you always let me know down below so I can catch back up. I have a list on a Google Doc of stuff that I'm getting around to. I never will run out of ideas with you guys always giving me great suggestions. So I'm excited for this. This is Boy in the Background by Stephanafro. If you enjoyed the reaction, please leave support by liking, comment, subscribe, the whole 9 yards. And let's jump right into this. This is Boy in the Background by Stephanafro.
He sat in the back, head down, quiet and small. Never raised his hand, never spoke at all. Marched home alone on that same old street.
I'm having a hard time because, again, there's not much to it. It's just Steven's voice, and I can't tell if it's a lute or a ukulele. I'm gonna say ukulele because I know that's made like a big resurgence with people like, Boy with the Uke. Among the popularity of a song such as Somewhere Over the Rainbow, ukulele is one of those ones where there's kind of no middle ground with the sound of a ukulele. It either sounds like shit or it sounds like it's like out of body experience with a ukulele. If that is what this is, it sounds it's really soft. You can hear the pluck of each string, and I think it meshes so well with Steven's voice.
He sat in the back, head down, quiet and small. Never raised his hand, never spoke at all. Marched home alone on that same old street. He walked like his backpack was made of stone, kicking rocks as he wandered home. He fought wars that nobody could see. He was just a boy in the background, fading away.
I love that little finger percussion there, the snapping, the clapping. Maybe even maybe the sound of like tapping on a desk like this. There's just some really nice design choices right here that I feel like you typically wouldn't see in a lot of other mainstream music.
He walked like his backpack was made of stone, kicking rocks as he wandered home. He fought wars that nobody could see. He was just a boy in the background, fading away. Just a whisper in the hall, just a face with no name. But he had dreams, he had fire, he had stories to tell. And screaming on the inside, where no one could hear him yell.
Ooh. I loved that writing there from Steven. And also what I like about this sort of song, it feels like almost like it feels like an existential identity crisis of wanting to stand out and be unique, but you just kind of fade into obscurity as feeling like you're just a boy in the background. But that last bit he said right there, he's screaming on the inside.
On the inside,
where no one could
hear him yell.
Screaming on the inside because nobody can hear the inside, can hear your internal screams. Like, I've always loved that. I love that sort of writing because the reasoning behind it is that there's so many people who like scream and like beg for a cry, like begging for a cry of help. But the problem is it's all on the inside, and people don't really notice that as much. This is such smooth writing from Stephen.
No one could hear him yell. His mother worked late, his father was gone, left to raise himself, left to carry on. He learned how to smile like nothing was wrong. He learned real fast how to play pretend, that people hate when you don't blend in. So no one asked if he was okay, no one stopped to watch him fade. He was just a boy in the background fading away, just a whisper in the hall, just a face with no name. But he had dreams, he had fire, he had stories to tell. He was screaming on the inside when no one could.
You know what's interesting here? You know what this kind of feels like to me? It feels like an old 21 Pilots sort of song. That's what it kind of reminds me of. Like the vibe, especially the percussion. Like, listen to that percussion again.
Just a whisper in the hall, just a face with no name.
Well, helps if I had actually showed the bit with percussion. Apologies. Right here.
But he had dreams, he had fire, he had stories to tell. He was screaming on the inside when no one could hear him yell. Then one day he vanished like he was never there. An empty desk in an empty chair. And suddenly the absence met their eyes, and they saw him, but too late this time. He was never just a shadow, never just a name. He was more than just a whisper, more than just a face. And he had dreams, he had fire, he had stories to tell, but without someone to listen, silence became his day.
See what I mean by the 21 Pilots comparison? Listen to that grit. It felt like how you listen to like car radio. It felt like that, where I like, and now I just sit in silence. It's like that. But dude, I can't really say, but it feels like you miss him when he's gone, in the sense of like trigger warning of something like suicide, losing someone close to you like that, and jeez. I can't even begin to fathom that. Like, if that was something that he thought of up in his head, or if this is just something that he played out as like an idea, like for a song. I hear the vision, and I really love what he did here. Because that twist kind of really caught me off guard when the guy vanished and it's just the cloud. Because, you know, he's gone. There's just the air and the space around the empty desk. That, wow.
Someone to listen, and silence became his tale. Now they speak his name in candlelight, and wonder why they never saw his fight. Maybe someone had stopped that day, maybe someone had looked his way, maybe someone had called his name. The boy no one knew would have stayed.
Wow. Oh, and the piano is fucking beautiful.
So if you ever see a boy in the background, maybe look his way before he fades. He's sad cause he learned not to make sound. Maybe tell him it'll be okay, cause he has dreams, he has fire, but he's been strong for too long. He just needs someone to listen.
Wow. Wow.
Someone to hear his song.
Wow. Holy shit. Yeah. Shout out Alvo for the art. Oh my god. Yeah, that was... I am so glad you guys kept spamming me to do this song. I really am. Oh my god. Yeah, that was Boy in the Background by Stephanafro. Oh, he put together the video as well. Wow. Wow. I am speechless. I'm stunned. Like, honestly, I really am. Because I, not in a million fucking years, would have expected that. No chance in hell. That was so deep. The music, the lyrics were so raw. Everything just felt like it came from, like, deep in his soul. And put it on the page and put it in the video. And again, the elements of music, like again, I think it's a ukulele. If it's just acoustic guitar, then oops. But I think it's a ukulele. Sounded gorgeous. I've always said it. That's a hard instrument to get to sound good. I've heard a lot of times where it sounds like shit. So, did such a great job with that. And more importantly, again, the vibe that it just gave off was so, like, it's so reminiscent of, like, a 21 Pilots song. That, like, that sort of music really resonated with me as a kid. Like, growing up. Like, being a young teenager. Like the stuff I listened to when I was growing up was hip-hop. And then I had, like, Panic at the Disco, Paramore, 21 Pilots, Maroon 5, shit like that. That song really stuck with me. My God. If you haven't listened to Boy in the Background yet, please go run this song up. This song is absolutely incredible. It's Stephanafro. I hadn't subscribed to you yet, but new fan in me. Big time fan of your music. That was awesome. If you have not listened to the song yet, again, you're doing a disservice. Run this up. And if you enjoyed this Ranch Reaction, folks, please do support by dropping a like, comment for suggestions, subscribe to become part of the Ranch Nation while turning on the bell for notifications so you don't miss out on Ranch Reactions, gaming, commentary, music, my podcast, Nerds on the Mic, vlogs. I got an album / EP breakdown coming out very soon that I owe for my 700 special, as I'm about to hit 800. But that's the other thing. I'm 3. That's crazy to say. I'm 3 subscribers away from 800. Would you guys be able to help me get to 800 by the end of the month? It'd mean the world to me. So with that out of the way, I'm going to get out of here from the Ranch Nation. I love, appreciate, and cherish every single one of y'all that come on my videos, give me time, and just even watch, even if it's 5 seconds or the whole video. It means the world to me. So with that out of the way, I'm going to get out of here. I love y'all. Take care, and have a good one. Peace.